Since the dawn of your time, there were stories passed down from parent to child. Some were of action, of strength, and of love, whilst others were more gentle and mild. I travelled light years just to hear them, and capture them here in my book. And now that you found me up here on this rock, maybe you'll come take a look. For the sun is now setting to twilight, and soon it will be time to rest. But before then, let's hear this story. Sit and listen, my friend. Be my guest.
When I was a girl, I was afraid of the dark and the monsters that lived under my bed. But my older brother would tell me each night the only monsters were the ones in my head. But when he left, I was afraid, and he told me that I should be brave. And he gave me something that kept him safe when he was just my age. So this will be our story, and I'll tell it as best as I can. It's about a brave ogre named Crogg and his best young friend, Carrie-Anne. Life with Crogg was always fun. He'd often be willing to play. From tea parties to hide and seek, and stories at the end of each day. He'd watch over me at night. He kept the monsters at bay. And if I ever felt alone, he'd make sure that I was okay. But then one day we got a call that said my brother was missing. I watched my mum as she got upset, but she didn't know I was listening. I knew right then what I had to do. I was sure that I had a plan. So I got my bike and I left with Crogg, and off to my brother we ran. The road was long. We travelled all day, up hills, through fields and woods. But then the night came and I got really scared. Tried to fight it as hard as I could, but it was too late. And I looked up at Crogg, and we knew that the monsters would come. And the sound of a hiss and red glowing eyes caused Crogg to grab me and run. We ran through the trees, we ran down the hills, we ran till we could run no more. Then Crogg put me down and marched into the night, unleashing an almighty roar. It was quiet then for a short space of time, but then up ahead I could see those red glowing eyes, those sharp long claws. I knew they were coming for me. But in that moment when I was most scared, I remembered what my brother had said. There are no monsters, Carrie-Anne. The only monsters are the ones in your head. So I closed my eyes tight and I clenched up my fists, told the monster to go far away. And when I opened my eyes, the monster was gone, and the night had turned back into day. I found Crogg alone, way out in the woods, my bike by the side of a tree. I walked to a field to see a crowd of people, and those people had been looking for me. I went back home to talk to my mum. She was upset, that much I could see. I told her I'd gone to save my brother, that he'd do the same thing for me. Days turned to weeks and then months, and my brother, he finally came home. And he asked me if I had been afraid when I ran out to the woods on my own. But I told him I hadn't gone alone. I didn't see Crogg much thereafter, and the monsters were finally gone. And my brother didn't leave again, so it was him and me and my mum. But I'll always look back on that story. Now remember as best as you can. It's the one of the ogre named Crogg and his brave young friend, Carrie-Anne.